5 photos taken right before death. Number 5. David. This young man named David didn't realize how much trouble he was truly in when he took this photograph. In March of 2021, David decided to meet up with some online friends of his in the great state of California. David had met these people playing a famous online video game called VR Chat, where you can talk to people in virtual reality wearing whatever skin you want. David met up with this man late one night after getting off the airplane. The man said he was going to take him back to his hotel room, but it took a lot longer than David thought. The man kept driving around, insisting he showed David all the sights of California. He had to see it. David, tired from his long flight, really just wanted to get back to his hotel room. He kept asking the man to take him back, but he would not. David soon realized this might be a bad situation, so he pulled out his phone. But when he did so, the man grabbed it and threw it out the window. David got mad and wanted to get out, so he tried to open the door when the man was driving, but the door had its locks removed. The man, now knowing David was onto him, started speeding at well over 100 miles an hour. He took David down a back alleyway where then he pinned the car on the passenger side door against the building so David couldn't escape. Then the man pulled out a knife and started to proceed to stab David in the jugular. Obviously, someone wouldn't survive this. It's pretty safe to assume David bled out, but this is where the police report weirdly ends. This poor man should have done a lot more research on these guys before meeting up with them. Number 4. James. A 17-year-old by the name of James was out driving one night. He had drinking multiple Michelob Ultras and had 2 in this photograph. Him and his friends were out drinking and driving one night when a cop saw them swerving all over the road. He then tried pulling them over, but James couldn't see the flashing lights in his mirror. James has a condition where his eyes are too close together and it makes it hard to see. James eventually saw the cop behind him and didn't pull over. He instead decided to try to run away. He drove really fast through the town, hitting 15 pedestrians on the sidewalk. He then took a corner way too fast and hit an old lady walking her grandchildren. He killed the old lady and both of her grandchildren on impact. James wasn't wearing a seatbelt, so he was projected out of the windshield. His body hit the concrete so hard that his head exploded open, killing him instantly. This should be a lesson for all of those who want to drink and drive and not wear their seatbelts. Number 3. Creature the Blue. This little girl was sitting in her bedroom one day playing with her toys when she heard a knock at her door. She thought it was her parents knocking, so she decided to open the door. But when she did, she was confronted with a 6'6" Creature the Blue. First, a little backstory. Creature the Blue is a very well-known creature of the Blue family. They mark a striking resemblance to the fictional creatures from Avatar, but these are completely different beings. In fact, they can change colors and appearance at a whim, but their main form is blue with human-like skin. This Creature the Blue decided for some reason it wanted to make this little girl its next snack. So it proceeded to stand there and heat up its harmony signals until it was ready for a feast. The little girl, not knowing what's going on, actually decided to start recording. The footage you're about to see is really horrifying and was the last known footage the little girl ever recorded. She disappeared shortly after this video. This creature is definitely something from one of my nightmares. What would you do if Creature the Blue came to your house? I certainly would probably stomp on its face, as I wouldn't want to look at such a disgustingly horrid creature. Number 2, Jush. Jush was a young man with aspiring dreams of being an astronaut, but one day decided to become an alcoholic. He lived a very fortunate life and was very fortunate to have rich parents growing up. At only the age of 18, he was able to start his own drone company, where it is now one of the biggest drone manufacturers for NASA. Jush would frequently visit the bars with his friends and drink into the wee hours of the morning. One night, Jush decided to try a mix of other substances along with his alcohol. His friends, not knowing what he took, thought Jush was acting really weird. Jush then started attacking Simone. Simone, being a Navy SEAL veteran, tried to take control of the situation, but Jush would not let him. The other two friends tried to intervene, but when they did, Jush pulled out a knife. They never thought their friend could do something like this, but I guess the time finally came. Jush snapped. He stabbed Simone in the gut 2,300 times. That is the most stabs a person has ever received in a murder case in US history. The other two friends ran away, and Jush decided to target Stez. Stez was a lot slower and wasn't able to outrun Jush. Jush caught up to Stez and football tackled him to the ground and started choking him out. Stez asking his friend why he would do something like this. Jush told him he was on crocodile and fentanyl. The drugs were making him crazy. He started slamming Stez's head into the concrete, where it broke it open and poured his brains onto the ground. Jush got up and tried looking for the last friend, but couldn't find him. So he decided to run away. To this day, no one knows what happened to Jush, but 3 months ago, he uploaded this photo to his Instagram account with 2 people in the background. It's safe to assume these are the bodies of Stez and Simone, the 2 friends that he brutally murdered in cold blood. Their bodies were never officially recovered, and Jush was never found. He is still at large. Number 1. Dolan. Before I continue, I must give you some backstory on this. Dolan is actually the guy who escaped in the story before from Jush. No one had heard from him in over 3 years until a month ago. He started contacting all of his friends and family, telling them he loved them and saying goodbye. They started to get worried and tried checking in on Dolan, but to no avail. Dolan started live streaming on Instagram every day, showing him doing extremely horrendous things. Dolan would show himself cutting down trees, lighting buildings on fire, and eventually killing 5 people live on camera. Dolan would then say in one of his live streams that the things he went through with Jush caused a horrible amount of pain and trauma in his brain. He couldn't find any way to cope with this and started going off the deep end. He kept saying in his live streams that things would only get worse from here. Dolan then started posting on Twitter that he was attacking the American infrastructure, starting with gas stations. Multiple gas stations around America started blowing up in a 2-week time period. The photo you see was taken just after a massive gas station explosion happened that Dolan caused. The person, thinking he did something wrong, thought he should take a photo of Dolan in the moment, and good thing he did. This is that photo. Multiple security cameras show a man that looks like Dolan running up to the gas pumps and placing some sort of pipe bomb. These are some of the explosions that Dolan caused.
I think that might be a gas station or something.
I guess. Whoa! Oh! What the? No! No, baby!
Oh,
No!
Nice. Are we dangerous here?
Yeah, we're dangerous. Oh my God!
Oh dear! Are you filming?
Yes, I'm filming.
Whoa! Whoa! I think we are dangerous.
Let's go. Let's go down.
WTXF capturing exclusive images of the RM Palmer Candy Company going up in flames. The blast killing 2 people and leaving 9 missing.
In the end, Dolan ended up killing 1,500 people and causing $5.5 billion worth of damage. Nobody ever found him or his body. This is by far one of the scariest and most horrific cases I've ever covered on my channel. I've never seen someone driven crazy enough to actually do something this insane, but I guess it was inevitable. I hope you all enjoyed my video, and be sure to smash the like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.